Hi everybody, it's Jonathan Chadwick here from Leeds Pub Theatre. I want to welcome you all myself to a night which is different from our usual nights, and I just want to take this time to tell you two things. The first is that you're going to see a lot of pieces that have obviously been filmed tonight. I just want to reassure you all that all filming sessions have conformed to whatever government advice was out at the time. Our main priority has been keeping our actors, performers and directors safe. The second thing I want to tell you is tonight you're going to see a lot of people using laptop cameras, phone cameras, video cameras. You're going to see a mixture of sound quality and video quality, and I just want you to trust us for using what we had to hand to make this night for all of us and for you to enjoy as well. I'm now going to hand you off to Jonathan Hall, who's filmed in portrait mode, to introduce the pieces.
Good evening. My name is Jonathan Hall and I'm a member of Leeds Creatives, a group of writers and actors based predominantly in Leeds, but stretching across the north of England. Our ethos and our activities are about coming together to create our own opportunities for doing the work we love, writing, acting and making theatre. And one way in which we do this is through our pub theatre nights, where we gather together to perform 10 or so pieces of short theatre. Now obviously during these difficult times, gathering together to do this isn't possible, but we still wanted the chance to come together, albeit virtually, with the results that you see tonight. Now the full credits for this evening are in the programme, the online virtual programme, but I would like to give special thanks to Jonathan Chadwick for the hours of technical wizardry he spent putting this evening together. So, pour yourself a virtual or even a real pint and imagine you're sat in the packed function room of the Adelphi Leeds and enjoy pub theatre, space and isolation.
He said there'd be a cross to show us where to stand. Well, you were standing on it. Oh. There's the red light. They said we had to wait till that goes green and then we've got 3 minutes. That's not long, is it? Not when you're so far away. Oh, there it is. Hello, it's Mum and Dad here. Lovely to talk to you. Hope you're keeping well. We are, aren't we? And having a lovely time here. So peaceful and everything's spotless. It's all self-cleaning, so they say. Though how that works, I've got no idea. Neither has your dad, have you? There's no housework to do, nothing. Everything just cleans itself. Your dad was saying it's like something out of science fiction, weren't you? Who'd have thought our own children would have sent us here for a holiday? When you said you were sending us off on the trip of a lifetime for our golden wedding, we thought we'd be going on a cruise, didn't we? Well, I suppose in a way it was. A space cruise to the moon. And very nice it is too. All you could wish for. Peaceful, quiet, clean, spotlessly clean. All mod cons, as we used to say. It's quite spacious inside. And it's not built up like where you are. We got nobody living close, have we? There's another couple on the other side of the crater, but we haven't met them yet. I did wave once, but I don't think they saw me.
2 minutes.
What? Oh yes, right. Well, the thing is, what we wanted to tell you is that we like it here so much. We've decided to stay, haven't we? You see, the thing is, when you get to our age, all you really want is peace and quiet. You don't want a lot of people around you. Oh, we'll miss seeing you, of course, and we'll miss the grandchildren, but Well, we're both getting a bit hard of hearing these days, and half the time we can't tell what they're saying. And when there's a lot of shouting and running around, well, it can get on your nerves a bit, can't it? You don't have the patience when you get older. So we've decided to stay here, haven't we? We've got everything we need. Your dad's got his allotment, haven't you? And I've got me knitting. The weightlessness did take a bit of getting used to, what with the wool flying off all the time. And when your dad was digging his trenches for the potatoes, he was sending spadefuls of soil halfway across the crater. It was quite funny to watch, actually. But we've got used to it now, haven't we? Everything's so much easier here, you see. Much better for old people. No risk of infection. Everything's self-cleaning. Your dad says there's been some research that proves that old people live twice as long on the moon as they do down below. He says we're much less likely to get Alzheimer's here. He calls it Alzheimer's, don't you? So apart from anything else, you won't have to pay for us to go into care, because we'll be able to look after ourselves here, won't we? Why is that light flashing?
10 seconds.
No, surely not. Well, it was lovely talking to you, and it was a lovely present. Thank you ever so much. We're very happy here, aren't we? Over the moon, your dad said.
Time's up.
Oh, well, it was nice talking to them, wasn't it?
I've got cabbage, ceilings to brick out.
And I've got your cardigan to finish.
Yeah, and it's Friday, remember?
Friday? Oh, get away with you!
Oh.
And the ticket price includes everything: caterers, professional DJ, photographer, taking pictures as the children come in and throughout the evening, the all-important red carpet, and Alyssa's idea, the personalised goodie bags for every child. And Alyssa and her friends are going to help me with that. So the only thing we need to do now is sort out payment. If you could get the cheques to me as soon as possible. Could your question wait till the end?
No.
What, you need to ask it now? Is that a no? Because I just think I might just crack on.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
wait
about
till
the
the end.
party?
Yes.
I think...
Oh, if anyone has any concerns about payment, if you could just see Ellen at the end.
No, it's not about payment. It's very, very expensive.
Yeah, actually, I have evidence, the reason for the price of the ticket, because we all want our children to feel special, don't we?
Yeah, I understand that. I've understood everything you've said. But
Good.
what I actually need to say is...
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand why we're doing this.
Why what? Doing what? What, this meeting?
No, all of it. It's like, why are we going to all this effort?
Well, you're not going to any effort. The committee's organising everything. Considerable personal expense, actually, but I know you all appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what
because
I'm trying...
we don't get paid for doing this for your child.
I know that. What I'm trying to say is, well, what I want to ask everybody is this what our children need?
Yeah, I think we're going off in a bit of a tangent
but where's the
here.
space
So you
for
and I
just
can talk about this at the end.
Just
because I think everyone would prefer that.
Okay, well, no one asked, what do the children want?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did in September. Everyone was asked. All the children were asked. An email was sent out to every Year 6 parent with a questionnaire so that each child could tell us what their preference was.
Yeah, I know you did.
And their preference was the film star party.
Well, I know that's
So
what
here
you
we are.
say.
No, that's what it was.
Yeah, but they weren't asked if they prefer not to have a party.
Yeah, because they're children, and all children like parties. So if we could please just get on.
Well, not all children love parties.
Well, I think it's a little bit late in the day to be splitting hairs over the odd child who doesn't like a party. So I think everyone's got homes to go to.
Yeah, but why a party in a hotel? When this is where they're going to leave, this space.
Well,
this school.
Canteen is hardly special.
Well, it is special because it's theirs that they've shared or not. And there must be some other way that allows them just to feel what they feel. Whether that's indifferent or scared or relieved or confused.
Well, I know how I want them to feel, and that's happy. And that's why we have worked tirelessly to make this event as good as it is.
This movie star idea, it just creates all this expectation in their little heads. They're thinking, oh, I should be feeling really important. I should be feeling really excited. And when they don't, then they're asking, well, what's wrong with me? And why am I always being left out? And those that are, well, their heads are so full of glitter that they can't even see straight, can they? And that can't be a good thing.
Right, checks, I think.
No, Anne, my Anne's quiet. For 7 bloody years, I have watched her be endlessly forgotten about. She doesn't need to be a movie star. She just needs to be seen and heard, and to know that this is her space as well. Before she leaves it, that's all she wants.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have to go if she doesn't want to.
This isn't about you. You selfish cow. Oh, I dare. You have hijacked my daughter's memories of leaving this school to play out some ridiculous...
We have not done that at all. We have worked endlessly so that every child, every grown-up...
I don't want my daughter having to put up with this all her life. Watching people like you take up all the space.
Shut up! Just... Please, will you just be quiet?
No, I've had enough of being quiet.
Yeah. Do you know what? If you wanted to speak, you should have come in September, because we were begging people to join us in September, and that is when you could have had your say.
I don't want to join.
Yeah, well, that's your problem, isn't it? Because if you don't get involved, then you don't have the right...
involved means having to listen to people like you just go on and on.
People like me who run committees, who get things done because nobody else can be bothered.
You just do it for yourself and for your friends.
Has anyone else got home to, or shall we just let this woman witter on?
Kim! My name is Kim! You know that, Sue.
Well, Kim, I want you to be quiet, Kim. In fact, Kim, I want you to leave. You've had your say. I've let you have your say. Ungenerous and destructive, but you've said it. And now, I want you to leave.
I have a right to be here.
Yeah, well, I refuse to continue until you've left.
Fuck it. I've said what I wanted to say.
Where was I? So, checks. If we could have those all in by the 23rd of March at the latest, that would be great. And then we can give our Year 6 leavers 2020 the send-off they want and deserve. Any questions?
How do, Wainwright? Allotment's looking good.
Aye.
Beans are coming on, I see.
Aye.
By heck, but it's a grand day though. Different to yesterday.
Aye.
Never stopped, did it? Typical summer, eh? Pisses it down all day, then clears up just around tea time. Don't suppose our mind's a bit to rain, being a gardener. Cats and dogs yesterday though. Depressing when it's like that. Aye. Depressing. Oh, Fat Harold then. Reet to do, eh?
Aye.
Never thought he'd do out like that. Not Fat Harold.
Nay.
Or only chewing fat with him, other than eat at feathers. Rita's rain, laughing and joking. Alice laughing. Mind you, we didn't call him Fat Harold for nought.
Nay.
Of course. Thelma worked with him. He tends to not to laugh as much when Thelma's there. I mean, she's a bonny lassie, Thelma, but she likes to keep him on a short rein.
Liked.
What? Oh, aye, liked. I wonder how she's taking it. Hard to tell with Thelma. Don't do emotions.
Nay.
It might sound daft, but just an old chap I feel sorry for most is lorry driver. 1 minute happily driving his Scania down the A1M, and then next minute Fat Harold's bouncing off his windscreen. Killed him instantly, which I suppose is a blessing. Must have been a great shot though. Odd thing is, windscreen were totally undamaged. Smashing into Fat Harold at 70 miles an hour, not even a crack. That's Swedish engineering for you. What? What? I'm blethering, aren't I? Fat Harold Hollis said I were a bletherer. By heck, George, that could blether for England, they'd say. If Olympics took on blethering, they'd be nailed on for a gold, he'd say. You're right and all. So now I'm blethering on to thee. Look, Wainwright, I haven't come here by accident. Fat Harold always said, if I'm feeling down in dumps and I need somebody to cheer me up, I should have a word with Yorkshire Counsellor. He always called thee Yorkshire Counsellor.
Aye.
He'd a nickname for everybody, Fat Harold. Calls me Wensleydale.
Cold.
Oh aye, called. Oliver said he ought to call me Cheddar, with my name being George and all. But he didn't like no foreign cheese. Especially from down south. Remember when he went to Benidorm? Sorry. Blethering. Stop the blethering and get to the point. Wensleydale is safe if he were here. Only he's not, is he? Never gonna be here again.
No.
Poor old lad. Look, Wainwright, I haven't come here by accident. I need to say something. Confess something, actually, and Fat Harold always said if I need to get out off the chest, go and have a chat with Yorkshire Counsellor. So here I am. It's just... I need to tell some the real reason Fat Harold ended up in front of that lorry. Point is, it were no accident.
Oh, aye.
And I mustn't repeat this to nobody, right?
Aye.
Real reason Fat Harold is dead is me. I killed him, Wainwright.
Nay.
As sure as eggs is eggs, it were me that killed him. It were me that pushed him off that motorway bridge. I murdered him. I murdered me best pal.
Nay.
Oh, I know what they're thinking. How could a little chap like me push Fat Harold off a motorway bridge? But I did.
Nay.
All right. Not literally, I didn't literally throw him off. But I did it all the same. I murdered him, Wainwright.
Nay.
Did you know he was my best pal since school?
Aye.
I know at best man at his wedding, even though Thelma tried like buggery to stop me.
Aye.
Did they know he used to come round to my flat every Friday night with a crate of brown ale?
Aye.
And we played doms till early hours.
Aye.
Thelma threatened to divorce him over it. That's what he told me at night before he did it.
Aye.
She was going to divorce him and everybody know truth.
Aye.
Let her, I said, let her! It's acceptable in this day and age. I can't, he said. So I mithered him. I mithered and I mithered. We had a great argument over it. Well, bugger off and don't come back. Those were my last words to him.
Aye.
I should have known better. He suffered from anxiety and depression than us. All that laughing and joking were a front. I blamed it on us. All them secrets we had eating away at him.
Aye. Nay.
Is that why he used to come here?
Aye.
Not for gardening advice, or to beg some potting compost?
Nay.
I suppose he told you about us.
Aye.
Everything.
Aye.
And I was alright with that.
Oh, aye.
Bugger.
Aye.
Bayek, I'm gonna miss him, Wainwright. I'm gonna miss him so badly.
Aye.
What if I say no? That's what I keep coming back to. What if this time I refuse? What then? What would you do? Because I can't believe for 1 second you haven't thought of it. You don't leave things to chance. Would that be it for you? I doubt it. You'd have some kind of contingency. What about me, though? Would you come after me? Let's be honest, I'm dead anyway, so if you did, it wouldn't make a difference. Not to me. I could run. But how far is enough? 100 miles, 1,000, 10,000? You'd find me wherever I went because you see everything. That's the problem, isn't it? You already know what I'm going to do, because we're the same. You made me in your image and you sent me down to save them again. Thing is, though, you don't have to look them in the eye, the people who hate us. You don't have to listen as they twist every word I've said, every deed I've done, all in your name. Don't have to watch as those you trust turn their back on you. How will they do it? I've been crucified, burnt at the stake, put to a firing squad and goodness knows what else. How much will it hurt this time? And what happens afterwards? What then? Do we try again and hope that this time they get it? This time they'll save themselves? How many times do we do this for? How many times do I have to do this? What if I say no? I want to say no. But we both know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I always do. Thy will be done.
So, as you can see, there's a kind of a logical one-way system to follow. And, oh, there you are, back in the central hall. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
It's bigger on the inside.
Yes.
Look, I know my eyes need testing, but was that a pub back there?
Yes. The place has been in the same hands for generations, just been newly refurbished, in fact. The owner has completely renovated the place several times over the years. 12 or 13, in fact.
Good Lord. Really?
Yes. So the owner will be away on international business for a minimum of 6 of our months.
Amazing. Just amazing.
And requires a trustworthy living sitter to look after the place.
There's so much space. Brilliant.
As you can see, all the tech is of the very highest spec. Well, the owner is a bit of a gadget wizard, if you know what I mean. All provisions are provided and needs catered for, and you, should you choose to accept the post, of course, will have the full run of the place.
Just brilliant.
Now, as far as I can see, the owner hasn't mentioned a fee. Shall we say?
Anything.
Oh, what?
I'll pay anything. You name your price.
No, sir. You misunderstand. You will be getting a fee for your time and inconvenience.
Inconvenience? Oh, it gets better.
Yes, you'll have to remain inside for the duration, and the shield will have to remain on, so no one will know you are here.
Perfect. Abso-bloody-lutely perfect.
Oh, that's not strictly true. You can come and go if you wish. You won't be a prisoner, but with the shield on, the exterior will be masked from view. Masked, cloaked, hidden. You won't be able to see it. So you have to make sure you know exactly where it is, or else you won't be able to get back in.
I must be dreaming.
I'm sorry.
Only yesterday, I thought, if only I could get away from them, from it all, just for a bit, just a few minutes peace, away from the bickering and the moaning and the constant questions and the criticism. And here you are, telling me I can have the run of this place for up to 6 months when no one able to see where I am, completely incommunicado, totally voluntary self-isolation. I don't know what to say, except thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, well, feel free to have another look around whilst I get the paperwork ready. Control. A Lethbridge steward here. Put me through. Doctor. We have him. Yeah. I'll put him in isolation 101. Very apt. I didn't have you down as a fan. Really? Got the idea from you, did he? Yes. No persuasion required at all. Completely voluntary. Yes. More than enough time to get the others. There's a 7-hour difference in Washington. So he'll just be about on the 17th hole. See you at PMQs.
I just don't know how they've done it. If I hadn't seen it for myself, I wouldn't have believed it.
Ah, excellent timing. The contract should be in your inbox. So, if you could just sign at the bottom, Mr. Cummings, and I'll direct you to the guest quarters. I believe you're in the Barnard suite.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Hi there, my name is James Underwood and I'm one half of the team behind Arts at the Arms, along with my good friend and award-winning playwright Chris O'Connor. Now, Arts at the Arms is a performing arts event which encompasses theatre to stand-up, poetry to sketch comedy and anything in between really. And we host it all from the beautiful upstairs space at the Cardigan Arms pub in Kirkstall. Now, we were inspired by the great work that's gone into growing the fringe theatre scene here in Leeds, particularly by people like Leeds Pub Theatre. And what we wanted to do is offer another avenue for Yorkshire-based writers, actors, performers to showcase high quality new work in a relaxed setting. Now, unfortunately, like many people in the creative scene, both here in Leeds and across the UK, we've had to cancel a number of our live events for 2020. Though this is very disappointing, we can't wait to return to live performance, and we'll do so once it's safe for our performers, crew and audience to do so. However, until then, we're across all social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, so please feel free to follow us and keep up to date with the news of both Arts at the Arms and our associated artists, as well as plans we have in place for a digital venture before the end of the year. So keep safe and keep creative, and I hope you enjoy a beautiful evening of pub theatre.
Have you heard the news?
No.
We can invite people over to the house. Lord Joe says it's okay.
What?
He says we can bubble up.
Double up?
Bubble. We can invite people round and they can stop over.
What, overnight? I thought Boris wanted us to stay apart. I mean, anyone could have it.
Don't call him Boris, it makes him sound like he's your mate. Or some sort of bouncy golden retriever.
Oh.
Ryan, are you alright?
I've got a bad back.
Right. Well, we need to make a decision.
About what?
What? Who we bubble up with?
What? No.
It's like January transfer window. If you don't move quickly for the top players, somebody naps them and you get left with scraps.
Well, how long can they join up for? I mean, can they just float in and out?
No, it's got to be someone we're both compatible with, someone we get on with. Someone who craves emotional support.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Am I boring you?
No.
Well, I've thought of someone.
Who?
The postman. Caspar.
What? The one who eats his pasty under our lean-to?
He does not eat his pasty under our lean-to.
He does. He pops the post in, and then he has his Greggs on top of the wheelie bin. How come you know his name, anyway?
Because I talked to him when I signed for stuff. He lives on his own. His wife's in Poland. He misses her dumplings.
How come it has to be a bloke, anyway?
Well, it doesn't. I could ask my mother. She'd love to move in.
No.
You get on with a Westie?
Well, that's so I don't have to talk to her. Look, I think I know someone. They live on their own. They need company.
Who's that then?
Oh, what's her name?
No. But you know someone who wants to live with you?
Well, I haven't asked them yet.
Who?
It's the barmaid from the Tap and Spile, Florencia. She's been furloughed. The landlord wants her out. She runs the Zoom for our Real Ale support group. She's really nice.
So, I suggest a lonely, middle-aged key worker marooned miles from his family, and you suggest a nubile pint-pulling waitress from Barcelona.
She's from Malaga. Hey, you could learn Spanish.
I'm not learning another language. I already speak the one I need, and you'll be hearing some of it when you get home.
I'm not living with a postman. He wears shorts.
It's summer, he's allowed to.
You never know what he's had his hands on. And he smells the sausage. Oh.
She's with you, isn't she?
Linda, I'm driving. I'm in Castleford.
No, you're not.
Sorry about that. I just went under a bridge.
No, you didn't. I've got your phone tracked.
What?
You're on the corner of Wesley Avenue. You haven't moved the last 30 minutes. Not on four wheels, anyway.
Someone must have nicked my phone.
What, this one?
Oh, yeah.
Post comes in 10 minutes, and when he gets here, he's coming in.
I'll form my own bubble then.
You do that.
I know where I'm wanted.
Well, so do I, Brian. And I'll be getting first dibs on pizza vouchers.
You don't like pizza?
I do when I'm celebrating.
You'll catch it. He'll burst your bubble, and then they'll isolate you. And then where will you be, eh? Eh, Linda? You'll be up shit creek without a paddle. Won't you? Eh? Oh, that was great, that. I was wondering, like, if you'd fancy joining my babuka. Oh.
Mozart Symphony No. 40. Mozart Symphony No. 41. Oh, Bach's Brandenburg Concerto No. 2. Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. Bach's Mass in B minor. Dvorak's New World Symphony. Agadoo by Black Lace.
I will never forgive you for this.
How many times do I have to say I'm sorry?
No amount of times could make up for this.
It's not even my fault.
Oh, isn't it? Well, then why am I here? Because if memory serves me correctly, I had no intention whatsoever of living on a desert island.
Well, neither did I. I thought Desert Island Discs was purely hypothetical. I had no idea they actually flew you out here.
Do you know what really pisses me off? That you chose me as your luxury item.
Well, don't you see what a compliment that is?
A compliment? Firstly, I am not an item. An item is something that you scan through the till at Sainsbury's. And secondly, I am not luxury. As far as you're concerned, I'm very much a necessity.
Yes, but they don't ask what necessity you want to bring, do they? If they did, we'd all choose a rescue boat to get us out of here. But seeing as there isn't a ship on the horizon, I suggest we make the best of it. Are you sure you don't want to listen to some music?
Yes. Got anything to read?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact. I have the Holy Bible and the complete works of Shakespeare.
What else?
That's it.
Oh, come on, Hazel, I know the format. You get the complete works of Shakespeare, the Bible, and then a book of your choice. What did you choose?
Are you sure you don't want to have a look at these? I mean, The Book of Genesis is a particularly strong opener, and The Merry Wives of Windsor is sorely underrated.
What book did you choose, Hazel?
Principle of Uncertain Retribution.
The Principle of Uncertain Retribution? You chose your own novel.
So, what of it?
Out of every book ever written, you chose your own novel.
I'm very proud of it.
What a narcissist.
Oh, it was a bestseller.
I know. Perhaps we can use your inflated ego as a hot air balloon and fly us out of here.
There is nothing wrong with being happy with your work.
Yes, but there's being happy and there's being an egomaniac.
Who's being an egomaniac? I simply wrote a book and it did well. Very well. In fact, it was a phenomenon. I mean, did you read the reviews?
Did the reviewers read your book?
What do you mean? Of course they did.
Come on, Hazel. Everybody knows that book critics don't read the books. They just scan the first few pages and the last chapter and then they piss off to the pub.
Well, what about the reviewer who quoted verbatim from my book? I suppose he didn't read it either.
And where did he quote from?
Chapter 1, paragraph 2, sentence 3.
I rest my case.
Well, look at this. Look. A bold and stunning piece of work, fizzing with incident and intrigue. I couldn't put it down. Not my words, Kim, the words of Judy Finnegan.
This whole thing is just an extension of your ego, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Out of the entire canon of everything ever written in history, you choose your own novel. And for your luxury item, you choose your girlfriend. A psychologist would have a field day.
I was a guest on Desert Island Discs, a show that is traditionally about the guest. Of course, it's about me. Do you think that any of the other guests talked about anything other than their own lives?
That's a point. What happened to the other guests?
What do you mean?
Well, look at the size of this thing. It's smaller than Judy Finnegan's critical acumen. There must have been hundreds of guests on this show, so where are they? Ian Wright was on this show a few months ago. Always wanted to meet Wrighty.
One island each.
Oh, come off it, Hazel. There aren't enough islands to go around. Desert Island Discs has been going for decades.
And yet, still one island per guest. You see, the island isn't mythical, or singular for that matter. They're artificial.
Artificial? What do you mean?
It's made of cork. BBC have got hundreds of these things bobbing around the world. How do you think they accommodate all the guests?
And you knew about this?
Only after the show.
So we're literally on our own?
Literally.
And judging by the gunmetal sky, I'm assuming we're not in the most tropical of climes.
No, we're not.
Wait, you know where we're at?
In the North Sea. About 20 miles off the coast of Bridlington.
20 miles? Are all of those records 12-inch?
Yeah. Agadoo's a special edition, surprisingly progressive.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. But I think I've found a use for Agadoo.
What do you mean?
Well, you said this island's made of cork. Not the most stationary of islands, then, is it?
Whoa, Kim, what are you doing? That's limited edition.
I am rowing us back to land, specifically Bridlington. I'm going to get us back if it's the last thing I do. So grab a disc and get rowing.
Oh, you were right about one thing.
What do you mean?
You are a necessity.
Wow. When did you get back to Leeds?
Just last month.
Oh my God, it's so good to see you.
You too.
You look fantastic.
Thanks. You're not getting the bus, are you?
No, I'm waiting for a lift. I can't stand buses.
Well, yeah, that's why I was surprised.
Are you back for good then, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Thought you might have settled down there in Portugal, you know. Seemed right for you.
What do you mean?
You know, like bohemian.
Well, Leeds is my home.
Yeah, I know, we were talking about you the other day, me and Liz.
All right, saying what? Oh. How's Liz?
Yeah, she's good. We've got a little flat together in Ardale with another girl. You have to come round sometime.
Thanks. Sounds cosy.
It's quite spacious, actually.
I'm just round the corner in West Park.
Cool. Yes, we were just saying how amazing it was out there in Portugal, you know, like swimming in the sea every day, sleeping on the beach.
Waking up, getting eaten by midges.
Yeah, that too, I guess. But we were just saying, like, it's so hard to believe that that was us.
Yeah, I know. I loved partying with you.
Oh, so did I.
Hey, remember that night with those two brothers?
Oh my God, that was a good night.
We got it almost every night. When the moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural.
No, that's not the word. What are the words?
I can't believe you forgot that song.
Oh no. So how are you?
God, you put me on the spot now.
Okay. How did you get home?
I got a lift with a Scottish couple in the end.
Good, that's good. I mean, it was a shame you couldn't come back with me and Liz.
It's okay. I know you had lots of extra stuff on the way back.
God, we had so much stuff. Honestly, there literally wasn't even space for us. It was so cramped.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I kind of didn't think you wanted to come back with us.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, you know, it felt like you wanted to stay and we wanted to go, so it just seemed like the right decision at the time.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, and honestly, there just wasn't space.
Anyway.
But, like, literally, our feet were up on the ceiling. It was so cramped.
Literally?
Yeah, honestly, it was cramped. There was no space.
What, so your feet were...
Literally up on the ceiling, yeah.
Then how did Liz drive?
What?
How did she drive?
What do you mean?
If her feet were up on the ceiling?
Okay, her feet were literally up on the ceiling, were they? Because she was driving. It was me. My feet were up on stuff, you know.
Okay.
Boxes and bags and stuff. It just, there was no space. It was literally really cramped.
Literally, it doesn't matter. It was Liz's car, so it was up to her.
Yeah, it was up to her, so I don't know why you're having a go at me.
I am not having a go at you. I'm just making conversation.
Okay.
What?
Look, we all got home in the end, didn't we? Everything's fine. Can we just move on?
Did you guys have a problem with me?
There is no problem. I'm fine. I'm good. It's all good. Everyone got home in the end.
I'm not actually good. I was gutted when you left.
I'm sorry.
Right.
No, I am. I didn't realise.
Of course you did. You're not stupid.
What are you talking about?
Just we've known each other a long time, you know, we used to be close.
Well, yeah, but...
When you had your accident, I was there for you every single day.
And I'm grateful for that.
Just because we were friends.
Yeah, and because you were a kind person.
Being blood sisters obviously didn't mean anything to you.
Well, yeah, of course it did. I still have the scar, don't I?
Just thought we'd be friends forever. I don't understand what happened. Like, we talked about Portugal since school, then we went and everything changed.
I think things were changing way before Portugal.
What do you mean?
Well, just not the same people anymore, are we? We're drifting apart.
Oh, okay. Is that what Liz says too?
I'm not going to speak for Liz, am I? You have to ask her. Look, can we just drop this? You know I can't stand conflict.
You just left me in Portugal.
Yeah, because there wasn't any space. Oh, God, sorry. Liz is messaging me. I've got to go.
Okay.
You know, are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I think you're amazing. Just don't take everything so personally, you know. Why don't you come around for tea sometime?
What if I just come round now and we sort it all out together?
I can't, sorry. Liz is waiting and Luciana's in the back, but...
Luciana? What, from Portugal?
Yeah. Oh God, sorry. Listen, Reb, I've got to go. You know what Liz is like. She's messaging me, but you messaged me, yeah? I know you're watching me.
I'm not.
More too.
Totally not.
You're perving on me, you liar.
You'll never lie.
A fantasist.
Egotist.
Horrorist.
Plagiarist.
What?
I don't know what we're doing, I just went along with it.
You're doing it again.
Says who?
Says me. I say, I've told you before. Weeds me out when you watch me sleep.
Mm-hmm. So I did do it.
I just did and you do.
How would you know?
I don't know what.
That was watching you, how would you know?
I don't know. I can feel it, can't I?
Can you?
Absolutely.
You sound very sure.
I am sure.
How?
It's like a sixth sense or something.
Is it not one of the existing 5?
It's like I get this tingling sensation in my skin.
Okay, cream for that.
And hair stands up on the back of my neck.
Oh, neck hair. Sexy.
And I don't know, I just know.
That you're full of shit.
That you're watching me. It's a gift.
What?
I'm attuned to the untouchable encounter.
You keep talking about neck hair, you're going to stay untouched.
My chi aligns with metaphysical forces that just... I don't know, I just sense it.
You're such a pretentious twat. And you're watching me too.
When?
No.
How could I be watching you with my eyes closed?
You don't need your eyes to see me.
What do you mean? Look, I'll bite back if you let me go to sleep.
I think it's one of those feelings you were talking about.
Go on.
That sense nonsense.
It's not nonsense, but continue.
You can visualise me in your mind just like I can with you.
And that's your big reveal.
Shh. I'm trying to be meaningful here.
Sorry.
I can see the contours of your body. I can trace the lines of your figure.
You need a big bit of tracing paper for that.
I can see the shape of your smile. The way your brow furrows when you're thinking really hard. The twitch in your temple when someone really annoys you.
Can you see it now?
The dimple you get when someone really makes you laugh. The curl in your toes when you feel nothing but pleasure. The light in your eyes when something really excites you. I can see the curve of your breasts. I see your long legs. The smoothness of each part of your skin as I run my finger along it. I see the arch of your back. Your chest rising and falling with the quickness of each breath. I see you in darkness. I seek you out. There you are, bathed in starlight. Now you try.
I see your face. I see the colour of your eyes. I see your nose. You got ears.
Go deeper.
I can see the redness of your cheeks after you go for a run. I can see your top 2 front teeth in your mouth when you laugh. When you really laugh. When I make you laugh. I can visualise the curve of your spine. The smoothness of the tapestry before me. I can see the strength of your embrace when you hug me. I can feel the weight of your breasts when you make love to me. And the lightness of your lips when they brush against mine. I can see the comfort you give me. I can see how beautiful you looked on our wedding day. How beautiful you still look. And how you'll be staying with me. Always and forever.
Now open your eyes.
Oh, come in, sit down. I have it here somewhere.
It's Dix, Mum. Prentice Dix. Rosamond Henrietta Raisington Prentice Dix.
Is it really? Oh, well, take a seat, woman. We don't stand on ceremony here at the British Aeronautics and Space Administration.
I'd rather stand if you don't mind, Mum.
Oh, touch of the old lumbago, eh?
It's not lumbago, Mum. It's, the consequences of being trapped in a broom cupboard for 3 months.
Watch out! Here comes Matron.
By Jove, that's better. Oh, reminds me of my days at Cheltenham Ladies.
Yes, I thought Matron might do the trick. At Cheltenham Ladies, you say?
Yes, Mum.
You went to Cheltenham Ladies and I went to Rodine.
Ah, jolly good, Mum.
Broom cupboard, Dix. You said a broom cupboard.
I do apologise, ma'am. I of course meant the CEITC, the Confined Environment and Isolation Training Capsule.
Interesting that you should call it a broom cupboard though, Dix.
The mops, brooms and Dyson, ma'am. They rather created the ambience of a broom cupboard.
You did turn left at the end of the corridor when you exited this room 3 months ago, Dix?
To be honest, I can't remember, ma'am. I just followed Hemmings and Leinster. Would it have made a difference?
Just followed? Would it have made a difference? I don't understand, Dix. I mean, Hemmings is a grammar school waller and Leinster is a comprehensive org, and you are from Cheltenham Ladies.
Indeed, ma'am.
And I am from Rodine. We lead, Dix. We lead. Of course it would have made a difference. For a start, you would have found a cupboard defunct of domestic cleaning apparatus clearly labelled CEITC. Have you any idea how long it took to find a suitable cupboard? This debrief is not going well, Dix. Not going well at all.
I am awfully sorry, ma'am. A fellow doesn't like to let another fellow down.
Absolutely. Well said, Dix. Apology accepted. Now, as provisional commander of the inaugural crewed mission to Mars, I want you to give me a full and honest, no-holds-barred character assessment of Hemmings and Leinster. Well, Dix?
Very tender, ma'am, both of them.
Tender? What's that supposed to mean? Elaborate, woman.
I ate them, ma'am.
Ate them, Dix?
Afraid so, ma'am.
Dix, the three of you were placed in that broom cupboard. I mean, the confined environment and isolation training capsule, in order to assess the human risks associated with a long trip to Mars. I mean, NASA and ourselves, BASA, were... It's not something to snigger about, Dix. Interplanetary cannibalism is a very serious matter.
It's not that, ma'am. It's NASA and BASA. They sound like a pair of children's puppet characters. Hello, BASA. Hello, NASA. What are you doing today? I'm going to Mars. On your own? I am now. Oh, what happened? Lunch.
Yes, very good, very good. I see what you mean, NASA and BASA, very good. But comic creations aside, Dix, your Epicurean preferences for your fellow beings have somewhat, I'm afraid to say, thrown a spanner in the works. They have. Yes, I mean, we expected problems, but cannibalism, that's a curveball, as our American cousins would say.
I am extremely sorry, ma'am.
Well, it's all very well being sorry, Dix, but unless you can provide a valid reason for your behaviour, then our great country's manned mission to Mars will have to be
postponed.
Or worse.
Surely not cancelled.
The very thought. My God, Dix. What have you done? What have you done? For this was my big chance of entering the realms of great British failures. For God's sake, Dix, if you were hungry, why didn't you just open the door and come out?
I thought it was an initiative test. You know, like the balloon debate thingy. Each of us took our turn explaining why we should be the one to survive. Well, Hemmings went on and on about his double first in astrophysics and space engineering, and then droned on about his PhD research in black holes. And then Leinster went on about being a medical doctor and a consultant surgeon and a psychiatrist, blah, 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 blah.
And what did you say?
Well, I simply pointed out that I went to Cheltenham Ladies.
Good woman, Dix. Well said. Absolutely. You went to Cheltenham Ladies and I went to Rodine. So what did Hemmings and Leinster have to say about that?
Well, not an awful lot. They looked at each other, put their hands around each other's necks and squeezed.
So, you didn't actually kill them?
Good Lord, no! Guide's honour, I did go to Cheltenham Ladies.
And I went to Roding. Before you go, Dix, from your observations, did you notice anything else we ought to add to the usual supplies?
Well, I did think perhaps a jar or two of cranberry sauce.
Ah,